this super duper easy recipe on my website. So I'm not sure if you guys know, but if you go to my business personal website, and then in the search engine, if you put what ingredients that you have on hand, and then you press the little magnifying glass, it'll come up with recipes for you. Isn't that cool? So, hey Holly, there's one of my hostesses with the mostesses. DJ Holly's in the house. Just kidding. Anyway, so yeah, so that's what I did. So I put in the little search engine some of the ingredients that I have, and then it pulled up this recipe. So it is called chicken sausage and spinach ravioli. So I've got my pasta pot boiling, and I've got my boil over, no more lid on top of it. This, by the way, is a $25 and under product, and I use the boil over, no more lid all the time. This is the small size. It does come in two sizes. I find that the small size fits on my big giant stock pot perfectly fine. The smaller of the two is better actually, because then you can use it on a smaller pot. All right, so I just bought from HEB a bag of these cheese raviolis, and I only need 12 to 14 ounces, and this sucker is 4 pounds. So I'm totally just guessing with how much I actually need to cook. So let me get my little microwave grips out. These, by the way, I think are like $7.50. They used to come in this red, now they come in the gray color. But these are a must for your kitchen, man. A must. All right, so I'm just gonna throw in my raviolis in here. They're just cheese raviolis in my boiling water. Just guesstimating. 12 to 14 ounces is what it said I needed. All right. Hey, I would love to know what you guys are making for your dinner tonight. So that always helps me in the future. So comment below with that as well. All right. Let me do a few more. Basically, it's just for my husband and my son, and then so that they each have leftovers. So it's just kind of a guessing game. That should work. Put that over here. And let me put this guy back on. All right. I already have my pasta water salted as well. I'm going to go ahead and set my timer over here for 4 minutes so that I don't forget about it. And we're going to keep on going. That is a giant bag, yes. You're having meatloaf, sweet potatoes, and green beans. That's a family favorite over here at my house. We do that all the time. All right, so now the recipe called for 2 of the pre-cooked chicken sausages. If you can't find that, certainly you can use maybe like a Louis Rich turkey type or Eckrich Farm type sausage. I happen to have 2 of these that I use from a different recipe. They're smoked chicken andouille sausage. So they're just heat and serve, okay? And I'm gonna use my quick slice, which is this product right here. I'm gonna take the base off, and I'm just gonna slice it with the quick slice. All right. So, oh, excuse me. So the quick slice I use for so many different things. I mostly use it just for vegetables, peppers, onions, zucchini all the time, mushrooms, strawberries, that kind of thing. All right, so I'm just gonna press down, rock back and forth, and I'm supposed to be able to cut my sausages into even pieces. So, see how they all kind of got cut in like little even discs? Some of them maybe got a little squished. All right, we'll take that one off. Let me cut the next one up. All right, so for cutting like lots of mushrooms in half all at the same time, it's super quick and easy for that. And then all my sausages, that was a better one. See how it all cut up like that? Hey Tammy, how are you doing? Terry is having meatball subs. Oh, don't tell my family, don't want to come eat meatball subs. They love those. All right, so now that I got those sliced up, ready to go, I'm going to get my skillet heating up. So I am using our stainless steel non-stick skillet. So this is a unique product. It is stainless steel, but it has this honeycomb, can you see it? Honeycomb non-stick on the inside. So you get the benefits of cooking with stainless steel and non-stick at the same time. And just FYI, this can go in the dishwasher. although I never put my cookware in the dishwasher. And it's also, you can use metal on there and it's not going to scratch. So that's a bonus too. So let me just give these little guys a stir. I've got it on the smaller eye because I needed the bigger eye. Sometimes, you know, when you're cooking, your stove or your kitchen is just not big enough, right? Y'all understand what I'm saying? It's like, oh my gosh, I need such a bigger kitchen than this. All right, so we're going to let that heat up. And while that's heating up, I do need 2 tablespoons of butter. So I'll get that in my pan. There we go. And then I'm going to use one of my all-time favorite products, the garlic press. Who likes fresh garlic? Hey, Jill, how are you? So that's 2 tablespoons of butter. Boop, plop it in there. Awesome. Okay. So the garlic press is one of my all-time favorite products. Can it go in the oven? No, this recipe cannot go in the oven. It's just for the stovetop. You'll see why later after I get finished cooking it. All right, so we're just going to melt this butter in here. And then to this, I'm going to add 2 cloves of garlic. And these garlic cloves are super big and fat. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm actually going to have to cut it. Just because I tried the other day to press one of these giant ones through here and nearly broke my wrist off. So I'm going to cut it in half. All right, I think that's my pasta should be done already. Wow. All right, I hadn't even really boiled yet. I've overfilled it. All right, I'm just going to add my garlic. And of course, our garlic press comes with this little handy dandy thing here too. You really shouldn't use your knife. So that's what that's for, to scratch that off. And then it'll take the garlic right out from inside here. Super easy. The pan or the dish? No, the pan can go in the oven. I'm sorry, I misunderstood. The dish cannot go in the oven. The pan, yes, it's oven safe. I'm sorry, Holly, if that's what you were meaning. Our cookware, the non-stick and the stainless are both oven safe. Absolutely. Sorry, I misunderstood the question. All right, so we got our garlic in there. It's just going to saute a little bit. Let me grab one of our bamboo spatulas. Turn this down a little bit. All right, and let me get the other garlic. This is another Mondo piece. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so I love that it can go in the oven, the cookware, yes, because I do a lot of oven cooking, actually. You see how quick and easy it is to get this garlic pressed through there? I hope everybody uses fresh garlic, by the way, and not buying it in that jar. Sometimes I do use our garlic rub. I really like that. But in things like this, fresh garlic is always so much better. Don't y'all agree? All right. Just set that aside. Let me find my towel again, wash my hands. Awesome. All right, so now to this recipe, super easy. I think we're only using 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is only 5 ingredients. I just need some red pepper flakes. It says 1/4 teaspoon to 1/2 teaspoon. My family likes spicy. I'm using the 1/2 teaspoon. In here, I'm just going to like toast those up a little bit. I'm also going to add a little bit more butter to this. I wanted y'all to watch this boil, but it's just not boiling over. I'm like, darn it. When you want it to boil, it's not boiling. Add a little extra pat of butter. And I can see it's starting to boil. All right. Does anybody have this boil over no more lid? I really wanted y'all to see it boiling over, but it's not going to do that today. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this off because it's been in there for 4 minutes. And I'm going to use a cat pooper scooper. Just kidding. This is called our scoop and drain. But doesn't it look like a cat poop scooper? I'm telling you, it really does to me. I'm going to take this off because it's going to be hot. And then I'm just going to add these to my skillet. Okay? So I like the fact that I can do it right here. I don't have to go and take my big old pot to the sink and drain it. I can do everything just right here. So I'm going to take my raviolis and put it in the skillet with the garlic and the red peppers and the butter. And we're just going to let them saute a little bit. If they get a little bit brown, that will be really good. So it's kind of like, you know, a brown butter type sauce. Isn't that going to be yummy? Awesome. Okay, so we'll let that get a little bit toasty. Add some more. There we go. So does anybody have our scoop and drain? I use these for when I do hard-boiled eggs too. Oh, Terry said she loves her scoop and drain. Awesome, awesome. Yes. And hey, Paula, how are you doing? Thanks for watching. All right, I'm just going to give this a quick little stir, and I'll add the rest of them. So these raviolis are going to now be infused with the garlic and the butter. Can't go wrong with garlic and butter. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to add a few more. I think I probably have too many in my pot. So I'm not going to be eating this because I don't eat the chicken sausage. So I'm going to save me some raviolis just to eat plain in my pot. Okay, add the rest of these. Let these saute for a few minutes in here. Now I need a bag of spinach. We need 5 ounces of baby spinach. So this is one way I can sneak the spinach into my family's meals, because if it's cooked up with garlic and butter and sausage, they won't even know. Plus it'll wilt down. So I love when I can get spinach in there, sneak it in them. This recipe would also be a great recipe to add our enrichables. So for those that don't know what our enrichables are, we have a kale and fiber enrichable, which you could add this to. So nobody would even know that it's in there. All right, I'm also going to now go ahead and add my sausage to this recipe. And you know, this recipe is almost done. It's one of these kind of recipes when you've had like a really hectic day and you're running in and you're like, oh my gosh, I got to feed the family. What am I going to do? This is that recipe. So let's just saute that all together. Add the spinach. Can y'all even see in my skillet? I can't tell what y'all can see. My kitchen does not get a very good angle on it. So the pieces of ravioli that are getting like a little crispy, it's going to be so yummy, so yummy. All right, so I know I'm supposed to add 1/4 cup of the pasta water at some point, so I'm going to have to go read my recipe. Hold on, let me see when I add the pasta water. All right, I add it with the spinach. Now I'm just going to dump in this spinach. It's that easy. Yeah, you could also sneak in kale, Holly. You could do that too. There we go. So, you know, I think it's always so remarkable how a giant bag of spinach can shrink down to like nothing. I'm like, where does it go? All right, and I need 1/4 cup of the pasta water. So I'm just going to use our easy read measuring cups and just put it in here and get 1/4 cup out of there. Put it on the top of this. Now, some additional add-ins that you can add to this is some little small baby cherry tomatoes. You can throw that in there as well. And then, of course, Parmesan cheese. You gotta have the fresh grated Parmesan cheese. So I'm gonna let my husband and son add the Parmesan cheese when they're ready to eat. But this to me looks, once it gets all wilted down, this is going to be really yummy. I think they're going to love this. And that's the recipe. So, I mean, how long did that take? That took no time at all. And really, you know what? I'm going to add the rest of the spinach. Oh, wait, I need to save some for me. That'll be for that little bit will be for me. So, it does really smell really, really yummy. It's that fresh garlic and butter, because you cannot go wrong with that. So, what I'm going to do is just let this continue to wilt down. I'm going to then grate on there some fresh Parmesan cheese. and dinner's done. Couldn't be any easier than that. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope that you'll give this quick and easy weeknight meal a try in your house. You really can't go wrong with pasta, am I right? What does Terry say? Funny. My son likes raw spinach. Oh, really? See, my family does not like the raw spinach, but they'll eat it if it's cooked. Which is weird. I like spinach raw in a salad or cooked. It doesn't really matter to me. Anyway, thank you. Y'all have a great day. Bye.